Hello, it is a cousin, and I'm back for another beer tasting video.
I get a kick out of brew.
So, it is Friday night, and we are back for another beer. And this episode is dedicated to none other than Master Halstead. So, today I was at Master Halstead's house. Yeah, that's mine and Joe's nickname for him. I want to say I came up with it, but I'm pretty sure Joe did, but there you have it. And I was helping him with something. Hey. And he's got a bar in his, extension bar thing in his house where we have the annual Halstead barbecues. And he's got all these drinks there. So afterwards he was like, oh, help yourself to a beer. So I went for the first beer we did on this channel, a Madry. And then I noticed he had something very special in his fridge. It turns out Master Halstead has a good taste in beers because he had a Badger beer, and I said to him, I'm going to take one of those and do a beer tasting video. So that's what we're going to do, another Badger beer, because we are doing Badger Portland Poster. Yeah, I did not know that was a thing. I don't know if I've ever seen this before. We've got a frog or a toad that is a postman. You can see him there. And I just never really expected to see this at their house because Halstead, as you know, is a Strongbow dark fruit connoisseur.
Hello, it's a cousin, and I'm joined with
Charlie.
and we've got a signature Charlie drink at the signature Charlie Halstead Annual Barbecue. Rating out of 5.
5.
Halstead approved. It's a 5.
That being said, he's not really a beer drinker. So when you go there, he will have all the beers, but I've never known him to have something as specific as Badger, which, don't get me wrong, is one of the best beer brands out there. They've never disappointed. So as soon as I saw this there, I was like, I need to take one of those and I need to do a beer tasting video. So yeah, that is what we're doing today. So thank you, Master Halstead. So it says here, Badger Portland Poster Session Ale, and it's only 3.4%, so it's nothing too strong. It says refreshing and malty with a balanced bitterness. Portland Poster, a local hero that always delivers. The Portland Poster is a trusty choice round after round, whatever the weather, a firm favourite in any surroundings. Its copper-coloured appearance and earthy nature mean you'll never return to sender. Fresh and easy drinking with a malty hoppy character and a balanced bitterness, it really is the whole package. And then it's got the Badger beer, characterful brews, colourful tales. This Badger is anything but black and white. So there you have it. Mature, passionately, independent, characterful. So yeah, I did not expect to be doing this because I didn't even know this existed, but we have it here. And I have high hopes based on the fact that it's a Badger because, I mean, Red Rascal, what was the one we did? Tanglefoot, that's the one we did recently. Thirsty Ferret, Master Stowe, Golden Champion, I think Blandford Fly I need to do again, but that one. And I know there's a pink one with, I think, a pigeon on the front. That's one we do need to do again. But this is another one in the Badger Brewery section. I have to admit, it is probably one of the most strangest looking ones. Like, usually the Badger beers have more cuddly animals, and then we just got this toad. I have to admit, that does look quite funny. I don't know what I'd give its design. I mean, like I said, it's more wacky. The colour is a bit more of a really strong green. But I actually quite like that. I don't know what I'd give this. I'd probably give it a 3. Like it's not the best designed beer, but it's all right. It's a funny looking one, and it's a what session ale. I thought anything with session in it usually implies it's going to be stronger, but I don't know. So yeah, giving it a 3 on design. Let's crack it open and see what it tastes like. Oh wait, I didn't give you the 360. So we got the Badger Beer neck seal. The cap's pretty much off, so I'll show you that in a minute. We got this funny looking Toad Postman, and then green colour scheme, and then all the little story and the mantra on the back, and then all the boring shit there. So there you have it. Oh wait, that's not quite off yet. Badger Beer. Let's leave that there for now. It smells pretty light. It smells almost salty. Let's just go in. That is actually quite refreshing. And it has a weird little aftertaste or subtle taste there. As a 3.4%, you wouldn't really expect it to have that, but it does taste like it has more there than you would think it would, if that makes any sense. That is actually quite nice. It's refreshing, and it has more flavour than I'd expect it to for a weaker beer. I feel like this is something you can just casually drink, but I can't put my finger on what kind of setting. Not really something I'd go to the pub for. And it does have a sort of salty taste to it. That's what's really weirding me out. And it smells salty. And I'm curious as to what made one of the Halsteads decide to get this, because I don't know. I mean, they have, Majerie, Budweiser, Guinness, Kronenbourg, stuff that you would think, yeah, these are beers that appeal, that people know, they're mainstream beers. But this is such an obscure one, like you wouldn't look at this and think, yeah, that's a beer everyone knows. That is such an odd one. So it's got me thinking that maybe someone bought a few of these to his barbecue and just left them there. I mean, that happens. I'll tell you a funny story. One time I was at Charlie's. So I used to drink Budweiser. And I remember one time I must have bought a crate with me to his barbecue. And I think the next time I found a Budweiser in his fridge, but it was just a single Budweiser. And he was like, I was like, oh wow, you got a Budweiser here. And he was like, I can't lie, I'm pretty sure that's from the last time he was here. So yeah, that happens. We have many stories about different types of drinks, crazy shit that's happened, stuff that involves my cousin's love life, and just all kinds of levels of madness, male nudity, all that happen at these annual barbecues, and they are really a unmissable experience. So I always prioritize them over everything. We just had one recently, that clip I showed earlier in the video of us doing a little review of the Strongbow Dark Fruit. That was from there, and the skits at the end of the videos have been some of them have been from those barbecues. In our group of friends, they play a big part in that. They're like the the main event that brings us all together. But yeah, kind of went off on a tangent there, but still, that is the only logical explanation I can think of as to why he had one of these in his little home bar. And I'll tell you another funny thing. So every time I meet Joe, usually when we go to Tesco to get the beers for beer tasting, he will go to the McDonald's near where he lives, and also near Charlie's. And what he'll do is he'll go to the drive-through, sometimes KFC as well. It's one of the two, McDonald's or KFC. And then he'll be like, let's eat this outside Charlie's house. I think one time he said, where should we eat this? In Charlie's house. And it just became a thing. We're going to go for a drive-through and then sit outside Charlie's house and eat it. So what Joe does is he'll start taking pictures, Snapchat and everything of Charlie's work car, van, his house. And then Charlie will sometimes come out and go, did you guys get me anything? And we're like, no. Today, me and Charlie got Joe. We went for a drive. When I said I was going to his, I was like, we're going to have to get a McDonald's drive-through and eat it outside Joe's house. So that's exactly what we did, and that's what you'll be seeing at the end of the video. Speaking of the video, what would I rate this on taste? Since I spoke about everything except the beer in this one. It's hard to say. It is an odd taste. It's got a taste there. It's quite light and refreshing, but it also tastes quite salty. And it kind of tastes like sweat. So I don't know what I can give a beer that tastes like sweat. But it's not bad. This is what makes this beer a weird and kind of interesting one. As much as that sounds horrible, it doesn't taste bad. I've had a lot worse than this. I'd say this is somewhere in the middle. I don't know if a 3 is too low, but then I feel like I'm just going to come across as a complete weirdo if I say, yeah, this tastes like sweat. I'm going to give that a 4, which is good. Oh, I don't know. I'm going to give it a 3.5 to play it safe here. Because like I said, it's not bad, but it tastes like sweat. And I don't want to be seen, despite all the weird shit I've done on this channel, I don't want to be seen looking like I enjoy a beer that tastes like sweat. Yep, that's what it tastes like. So on that note, I'm going to give its overall rating I'm going to give it a 3.5. I think, I don't know, it's an unusual one. But I feel like you could enjoy this, despite the fact that I just said it tasted like sweat. Yeah. This is one I'm going to have to get Joe to try. Not because I'm like, oh wow, this is one of the best ones, but this is an odd one. It tastes as odd as it looks. And in my opinion, it looks pretty odd. So there you have it. Giving it a 3 on design, a 3.5 on taste, an overall of 3.5, and concluding, it tastes like someone's sweat. This has been The Cousin. I hope you've enjoyed this weird beer tasting video. If you have, please check out the other ones, like, subscribe, share, and all that other bullshit, and I shall see you in the next one. Cheers, my sweat lovers.
So we got a nice McDonald's here, me and Senor Halstead. And we are outside Jade or Ashley Spencer's house.
How the tables have turned.